Ready?
Ready when you are.
All right.
Wait, I'm sorry. 1 second. I'm sorry.
Do my good side.
All right, now.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Cool. My name is Matt Flagler, F like Frank, Lagler, Assistant Fire Chief, Cincinnati Fire Department. This evening, just about 9 p.m., started receiving some 911 calls about a fire in the 700 block of McMacken Avenue. That's in Spring Grove Village neighborhood. Our first arriving unit was Engine Company 38, which is right around the corner in the neighborhood here, and they had heavy fire showing from the smaller brick building that's here behind me on my right. That building was heavily involved in fire upon their arrival, and if you can see, the building next to it, which is a large 3-story wood frame building, is very close, within a foot of the original fire building. The fire extended rapidly into that second building. So we have our first arriving firefighters, got very cold conditions. It's dark out. They have 2 buildings with a lot of fire involvement. So the firefighters made very aggressive attacks on both buildings simultaneously. We obviously had a very high level of concern about people being in those buildings that needed our help. So we had a rapid search and rescue operation and fire extinguishment operations underway. Because of 2 buildings involved, we called for quite a bit of extra help. We struck a second alarm shortly after the arrival of the first units, and then we called some additional companies on that. So we have about 75 people engaged in the firefighting operation. It took us about 45 minutes to bring this fire under control. The fire's now under control, but we've got a lot of hot spots between these 2 buildings to extinguish. There were 2 people at home in the brick building, the smaller building, at the time of the fire. They're both out and they're safe. There was 2 people that live in the wood frame building. They were not home at the time of the fire, but we've made contact with them and they're safe. They had a pet at that house that we think is also safe. So there's no injuries. Our medics did check out the original people that were home at the time of the fire, but no injuries to firefighters or civilians. Fire's under control. We've got a lot of hot spots. We're going to be here for quite a while completing the extinguishment process.
Damage, total loss?
The original building is very heavily damaged. I'm not sure what the final outcome will be. The building department's here taking a look at that. The other building, we did a really good job of making a stop, but it's also heavily damaged, so we'll just wait and see from the building department.
Red Cross and route?
Red Cross is going to be assisting. We also have Metro here, provided a Metro coach to keep our firefighters warm a little bit when they get a chance to take a break.
How many people displaced?
We think it's a total of 4, but we're doing a little final checking with everybody just because some people weren't home at the time of the fire. That's right.
Who got the pet out of the building?
They were the people that weren't home had their pet with them, so there was no
Did
pet.
Cincinnati Fire get it out for them, or they got it out?
No, those people were not home. I guess they were out with their pet, is what I've been told. So right now we're not looking for any animals or people in either building.
Like you said, no injuries?
No injuries, yeah. It was a good night.
Did anyone go to the hospital?
No, our medics did evaluate one of the occupants of the house, but he was okay. It was an adult male. It was evaluated by medics, but he was okay. So.
Any idea how the fire broke out?
No, we have no reason to believe that it's anything other than accidental at this point, but we have our investigators here on scene. It's going to take a look, but due to the heavy amount of damage, it's going to take us a minute to figure out what happened.
The brick house and total loss?
Very heavily damaged. I don't know how we can define that just yet because the building department's on scene. They'll give us a little bit better.
What's the work still going on inside of the A-frame?
So there's because the building construction is a really well-built house, there's a lot of void spaces, and we have a little bit of hot spots and a bunch of void spaces really on first, second, and third floors. So the firefighters are just working their way it's a very painstaking process to dig out any possible small amounts of fires. That's what they're doing now.
Did the narrow street of this neighborhood present a challenge, or you guys are used to this?
This is a normal Cincinnati neighborhood for us, so it was a challenge, but they were able to overcome that. Obviously, it's cold temps, got ice everywhere. It's a challenge too, but that's what we're here for.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks.
Stay warm.
Not super friendly.
Yeah.
Right.